You guys played really well in the first half, and it kind of slipped away in the second half. What changed?
They turned up the pressure defensively, and we weren't able to get high-quality shots. Seemed like we were shooting late in the shot clock for a long time.
It almost, I mentioned Milwaukee, it almost seemed like this was kind of here we go again. Did you feel a little bit of that as they started to catch up late third, early fourth?
Yeah, I definitely did. If I were to be honest, yeah, I think we got to find a way. The whole team, everybody here in the organization, we got to find a way to be able to, when other teams turn it up, like we have to be able to respond, and we have to be able to, attack their aggression. And that's usually the best way to do it.
You made, I think, 5 or 6 of your early shots all in a row. Clarkson made 5 or 6 of his shots early in a row. What specifically did they change defensively? It looked like were they blitzing you two after a while?
They weren't really totally blitzing. It was probably, they're probably a little more aggressive, stayed a little longer. They definitely turned up the defensive pressure in the second half.
You got to go into Cleveland now. That's the hottest team in the league. What's your mindset?
Not tonight. They just lost.
Well, thank you for telling me. I didn't know. But when you look at the way you've been playing good enough to win 2 games in a row, how do you put 4 quarters together?
I think we just got to stay aggressive throughout the whole situation. We got to find ways to, keep the ball movement, not panic when the pressure gets turned up, and we got to, find a way to get high-quality shots and the stops that we need, and that's just what we haven't been able to do.
When a guy like you gets it going early, how do you try and keep it going when you know they're gonna switch things up?
That's the thing. That's part of the game. The ball has to find the open man, and if I have it going, and we have to make sure, and it's not just me, it's Booz, Nick, anybody. When they have it going, we got to feed the hot hand. And, I think we just got to keep finding ways to, work through all the nuances of playing with each other and, different teammates, different lineups and all those things. And so I think that's just the biggest part.
How do you keep your head up as a team? How do you keep the morale up when you lose 2 games like this when you had big leads in both of them?
There's positives, there's negatives. Negatives we lose in. The positives is we have these games. We were able to have them. We're just not able to close them out.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Jeremy Lin with a good offensive game, 6 of 8. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. Let's do a little breakdown, a little Access 360. First half, the defense, James and AC, was on point. They only allowed 38 points.
Yeah, only 38 points in the first half. 8 steals also in the